All right. So, why don't you tell the camera who you are?
My name is Marlon Gomez. I am a trainer with Body Mechanics and soon to be location or facility owner.
Nice. Can you tell us a little bit about your background?
Oh yes.
Before Body Mechanics?
How far back would you like me to go? 10 years?
When you started personal training, fitness?
I started fitness, train work out my whole life, play sports, baseball, soccer. I joined the Marines for 8 years, just to work out, just to stay fit. I didn't want to learn anything but how to work out. I came out, went to school, and I started working for a big chain, and I started training 12 years ago.
And you started training where?
24 Hour Fitness.
24 Hour Fitness, and how long were you there?
I was there for about 10 years. 10 years.
Do you think you walked away from 24 Hour Fitness learning something?
Oh yes, definitely. I learned the ins and outs. I serviced over 8,000 sessions over there. I learned the do's and don'ts with the clients. I learned system. I learned discipline. I learned what works. I learned the craft. But there was a ceiling. There was nowhere else for me to go. I managed for another 5 years. And
can you talk about the ceiling? What do you mean by ceiling?
well, there's so far you can go in a corporate world. If you are a true trainer, there's so much you can do before you get pulled away from the workout floor, from the actual gym, and then you get into corporate, and that's not what you want to do. A trainer is not comfortable working in an office. That's not what I am. I'm not going to sit in the office and just look at paperwork. I'm a trainer. I love training.
So when you realized that that there was a cap on your limits, what were you doing? Were you searching for other gyms, or what do you think about that?
No, I just pretty much knew that my days were counted. I was on borrowed time, and I was just waiting on the right opportunity. I always wanted to open my own place and work for myself. I know the craft. I had the network. I just needed to know. I just needed a little direction on how to go about having my own business and just blowing up.
Why did you want your own place, aside from just making more money?
I'm 40. I've been doing this for a long time, and I don't think I could train another 12 sessions a day, 5 days a week for the next 15, 20 years. I don't think my body can handle it. I can push it through it, but it would not be fun.
So how long after 24 Hour Fitness did you hear about Body Mechanics, or who did you hear from about Body Mechanics?
I heard from Mallory Gaston, one of the founders. He recruited me. We exchanged words, and I knew that he was a former 24 Hour Fitness manager.
And this is while you were at 24 Hour Fitness?
While I was at 24 Hour Fitness. And then he invited me for lunch, and we went to lunch, and I took my calculator, and we put some numbers together, and I knew it was time to go.
And shortly, how soon after you met with Mallory did you make the jump from 24 Hour Fitness?
As soon as possible. We're talking about a month and a half.
A month and a half?
I was packed. I was ready to go.
And how long ago was that from this date?
That was June 2009. That was actually May 2009.
May 2009, so it's a little over a year and a half.
My first Body Mechanic was in June 2009.
And so when you first went on board with Body Mechanics, how was that? What was it like in comparison to your experience at 24 Hour Fitness?
It was a stress reliever. I got back into doing what I love to do, training. I cut out everything that took me away from my client, and how can I say this? I rediscovered the joys of training, because training was fun for me, but my last 2.5 years were just horrendous.
What were some of the things that kind of stressed you out or took your mind off of training when you were at 24 Hour Fitness?
Rules and regulations that the corporate world puts on a trainer. They do everything. They chop you at the legs, man. They tie one hand behind your back and want you to do your job at the same time. And you can't do that. You gotta let a trainer, a creative trainer, create their programs, create their environment. I mean, you just gotta create. And the corporate world they're not open-minded to let a creative trainer create their own programs, and it takes away from you.
And what would be some of the highlights, major highlights of working at Body Mechanics?
Definitely running your own schedule, doing your own marketing, prospecting. I love prospecting. That's just being able to be out there and just learn, executing everything you know about the business for yourself. And definitely one of the biggest highlights is taking all your money home, not giving away 70-60% of your income.
So since May 2009 up until this point, it's January 2011. So close to 2 years. At what point in those 2 years did you say, you know what, I want to have my own gym. It's time to have my own gym.
I knew I wanted to have my own gym back in 2004. So this is something that it was just a matter of time. It just never seemed like the right time.
So Body Mechanics was the right stepping stone to help you get to that point?
Absolutely. I was able to put all my finances online and start saving and putting money away so I can start my own business.
And so, at that point, up until now, can you tell us a little bit about the process, you know, finding the space, you know, kind of building your team? Where are you at with that right now?
Right now I have the space. Well, Body Mechanics provide, they have people that they work, realtors that they look for you, so they make it real easy for you. They're with you. You're not doing it by yourself. They give you a lot of help. And as far as building the team, they also have systems in place to help you find the right people. But it's not hard. I mean, you just once you have a big network, and if you are a true fitness professional, you have come around fitness professional, and it's easy because if they're still working in a corporate world, they're ready to go.
Can you share with us what are your hopes for the future in terms of, you know, working on building your gym, opening it?
Well, I'm really looking forward to opening this one within the next month or so. I want to have it rocking within this year, and save enough to open a second location. I really want 5 locations, so I can take care of the locations, develop trainers, and and just not do paperwork, but just manage my locations and help develop the trainers, the young trainers that are coming on board.
What are some of the hurdles that you're coming across opening up the gym?
Opening up the gym, the hurdles, definitely the seating. I guess they need a job, the bureaucracy. They give me the runaround.
How so? What, permits?
Permits, names, and just licenses, just things that we gotta get done. I guess part of the process. And one of the biggest, the biggest hurdle would be getting trainers, qualified trainers, because a trainer that is good at the club, he's still gonna have to be self-motivated to be good as an independent. So that there are no, it's a different mind frame, and you gotta have some go-nuts to step out on your own after being, in a corporate world. There's no safety net. You gotta believe in yourself. You gotta have confidence.
And lastly, can you share with us what are 3 positive / highlights of Body Mechanics? Its importance, so to speak, in the fitness community.
We're innovating. I believe that we're going to revolutionize the industry. We allow the trainer to run his training systems, and they also have a lot of systems in place for the trainer to benefit from. So the trainer doesn't step out and have to figure everything out. Things are already in place for them to follow. If they follow, and they execute, they will be very successful. Another thing is it allows the trainer to make a living at what they love and concentrate on the training aspects and their business. And the other thing is that everyone in Body Mechanics has a lot of experience in the field. Most of us have managed at one point or another, so we know what we like. We know how to manage. We know what we like. We know what we don't like. And we definitely have the trainer best interest at hand, especially when we get someone that it's not used to to being on their own. We really want to coach them and develop them. We see each trainer as if they succeed, we succeed, because we're really here to help the fitness professional more than anything else. If we help them, they're going to help us, and we grow.
Perfect. Thank you.